All right, let's welcome you once again into another exciting edition of the Madiba Official Show here with me, the Madiba Official. It's time for another tantalizing edition of the MOS. So please, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly do us a favor by clicking on that subscribe button over there. Please smash that subscribe button if you want, destroy it and take it home. The only thing that we need from you is just subscribe to this channel, because this is the channel that updates you with the happenings in Ghana football. We talk about issues in the Ghana Premier League, the Black Stars of Ghana, that of your favorite club, being that of Kotoko, Hearts of Folk, Midiema, Ibiana Stars, and what have you. So please help us by clicking on the subscribe button. Also turn on the post notification button over there. So in case of any new video, you'll be notified as soon as possible. Without much ado, let's hit the ground running. Now we start today's show from the camp of the former striker of Petrojet in Egypt, former striker of Dares, the Black Stars of Ghana, former player of Pando Heart of Lions, former player of Liberty Professionals, former player of Asante Kotoko. As a matter of fact, he just played a single season for the Porcupine Warriors, but that was enough for him to elevate it into legendary status, and he is none other than Eric Kobna Eto Bekoe. Eric Kobna Bekoe is the man that we are going to start the show from his camp. And Eric Bekoe, in an interview with Accra-based Radio Gold, had this to say. According to him, he is just throwing a word of caution to the Porcupine Warriors and then the Continental Club Masters, Hearts of Folk and Kotoko, that they should be very cautious heading into the next season. They should prepare themselves very well heading into the next season, because if you look at what happened last season, without adequate preparation, the league might not be theirs. And for them, Hearts and Kotoko, despite them preaching caution, despite them saying that they are on that is a rebuilding process, so if they don't win the Ghana Premier League, they should be pardoned. I'm talking about Kotoko. Said despite all these things, playing for Kotoko and other folk or coaching them comes with that pressure of you winning the biggest of trophies. So they should be cautious and make sure to prepare very well, and also spell down the model that they want to operate on. Are they a club that won't always be challenging for the big clubs, or they want to go on the Arsenal model? That's the model of, let's say, let's bring up young players, we give them the platform, we develop them. When they mature, then we sell them to the other big leagues in Africa and European football. Then we get the money into the team, then rebuild the club again. So according to Eric Kobna Bekoe, is that the model that Kotoko and other folk want to go, or they want to win the Ghana Premier League and the other titles that will be on display heading into the new season? So he said, one, he preached about preparedness and readiness going into the new season. Also, they should also spell down the model, although they said they are rebuilding. What are they building? Because if you are rebuilding and you are signing players, in the case of Kotoko, Kotoko's mandate, according to what Kosia Pierre has been preaching, about 3 years. Now, most of the young players they are signing, they've been giving them 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. So if the model is to rebuild the club and make sure they can be able to compete for the big laurels, why sign the young players of just 18, 19 years for just 3 years? What happened if after the 3 years they say they will not renew? What happened to the project? Are you throwing it away? So that's what Kobna Bekoe is talking about the model that they want to build a club on. And for me, I agree with him in that, look, wherever that you go, anywhere in the world, if they have signed young players, although you talk about the financial aspect, but that one is also part of football. Football is no poor man's work. If you are poor, don't venture into football, because football management and running a football club is about money. So if you say you want to run the club, make sure that you do the right thing, because signing a young player of 18 years, 19 years and giving them a 3-year contract, what it means is that after even the second year, the player holds the cards now. If let's say the player is playing very well that you would have liked to renew the contract, and nowadays, you know, this is a time whereby most of the Ghanaian clubs are competing not only among themselves but also are against the other leagues in Africa, not even talk of European leagues. So the player will tell they have a contract outside. So if that contract doesn't happen, that's when they will play in the Ghana Premier League. So if you have a young player that's so desperate to play for you, why not tie them down for a long contract? On the part of other folk, for me, I like what they're doing because despite I cautioning the ones doing the signing, they've been giving them 5 years at least. So 5 years after, let's say 2-3 years, and they are not able to cut it, you can leave them or let them go, or you can send them on loan. But if it's about 3 years like Kotoko, and another 3 years, the players say they will not be renewing. It means you have to make sure that the thing that you started building, you bring down everything, the project down, and rebuild again. So that has been the bane of Kotoko in recent years. They build, then destroy, rebuild, destroy, rebuild, destroy, and it's not helping the club. For me, I think if they want challenge the likes of Midiama, who have won the Ghana Premier League, and they are also strengthening very well. They are signing the best players on the local league to strengthen an already existing squad that won the Ghana Premier League. So if the likes of Jonathan Soa is staying in the league, Derek Fojo, Atenda and Co is staying in the league. They brought in Richard Akrofi and Co. Mahachi, that is Kodakwashi, is also over there. So if Mahachi, Kodakwashi and Co are coming in to augment an already existing squad, if the Stars finish second and they want to go a step further by winning the Ghana Premier League, Bechem United, although Kasim Mengo, the coach, is not there, but they brought in Bismarck Kobe Mensah, who is a young guy, a young coach that want to prove something, because at Karela he couldn't, and also at Grey Olympics at some point in time they were fighting for their lives. So if you have these clubs that have already the squad over there that have been there for some years, and you are going to challenge them, it tells you that you struggle to compete if you don't have a very good structure over there. For me, I think the club wants to spell out the model. Do they want to do it Titon, or do they want to build the club and excel in the Ghana Premier League? For me, that is a multi-million-dollar question that for me, I think maybe the technical director of House of Folk, that is winning heading of that of Kotoko, Kusia Piak, that can be able to spread out. And if they are able to spread out, supporters will get to know where the club is going, the direction and everything. So if let's say they are selling the players, they will know that already they told them that they will be selling the players when they arrive. And if they are not going to do that, the supporters will know that, no, as for us, we are building and we make sure that we are tying down the best players for that is a long-term contract. So no matter what, you are still under contract, even if they sell the players to be for a big, huge money. Not when the time will come where the players holding the bargaining power. 2-3 years, 3 seasons in football will just come, and if let's say the first year the players using it to adapt into the team to a new surrounding, second year he will be hitting the ground running small, maybe the third year the player may be in his peak, and at that peak year you the team is not holding the cast, and the player and the management or the agency hold the cast. When it comes to that that time, the players tend to leave the Ghanaian class. For me, I think Kotoko has the folk have to make sure they prepare themselves very well. They are already in the preseason mode. How the folk is doing very well for themselves, looking at how they are doing at their own, that is a training complex, and putting the players into their paces. We're really heading the technical director, Kotoko too, with their coach, Prosper Nate Ogum, putting the players on their paces over there at BIP also, and trying to make sure that you fine-tune them, gel the new and the old players, so that when the season starts, he can be able to do what he did in the first stint when he won 4 out of his first 5 Ghana Premier League matches and drawn only 1 out of the 5, picking up 13 points and eventually win the Ghana Premier League. How the folk too want to bounce back from the 12th finish that they finished last season. Kotoko finished 4th. So these two clubs, for me, I think with what Eric Kobna and Bekoe is saying, he has just hit the nail right on the head. Is something that the clubs have to think about. Make sure they will preach the right things for the supporters to be able to understand the kind of direction that they will be going. Let us know your thoughts on what Eric Komna to Bekoe to tell his former club and his former arch rivals, Hearts of Oak. Please subscribe and make sure you turn on the bell over there, and also leave your comment in the comment section. Thank you. Adios. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Bye-bye.